I bet. I'm live.
This shit funny.
There we go.
Alright, let's see what I saved. I'm pretty sure I liked and saved a bunch of shit. Alright. We can talk about how Congress is about to close their budgets and shit this September.
Oh yeah, so Trump saying he finna shut down the government, bruh. I saw that.
What the
Saw
fuck?
that. He talking about he gonna down the government. Apparently they need
Bro,
like
and then
they
he
need
rolled back
7
on
Democrat votes, but they're not trying to make any negotiations with them. So they're trying. Trump says he's just gonna close down the government and not
and not
pay.
just that, that's crazy. Bro decides to shut the whole thing down because he does not want to have a democracy. And he's actively like taking away our rights from us too as we speak. That's what's killing me. And did you see what bro did at the UN, bro? Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, we was talking to him. I seen that.
Oh Lord. My take is, bro, and this I want to make the video kind of like about, bro. What we gonna do if the whole world just turns against us? Like they just say
Against
fuck
the
us,
U.S.
and be like, oh, they with Israel. It's like fuck them niggas
I mean,
completely.
shit. I don't know what we can do, bruh.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we would be so cooked, and ain't nothing we can do about it, bro. That's the whole world versus us.
I'm saying
Kind of like this, kind of like the sense of what happened to Germany. You feel me?
I had to do this.
If that happened, GG. Mm.
How is it not able to find this module, bro? All right, I'll deal with this shit later, bro. I guess after we do this video, I'll come back to this shit. All right, what we maybe pull up the Twitter. See what they talking about on Twitter.
We could talk about the his memorial. That's one shit that happened
Okay.
where his wife being caught in some scandal shit
I
too.
think
You feel
didn't
me?
Kyle Rittenhouse pull up to his memorial? I think I saw that.
Yeah, something like that.
Man,
And then we got Young Thug's new album.
I didn't listen to it, but I saw your video, bro. That nigga was tripping.
Don't listen to that
I saw
shit, bro.
that shit, bro. The video he's dropping the N word.
Imagine a bunch of white kids in the crowd singing that while you're at his concert, bro. 'Cause that's initially what it's gonna be, bro. Like you're gonna show up to that man's concert, gonna be a bunch of white kids saying just blasting the N word.
Mm, that shit's crazy, bro. Prison changed him.
I don't know what bro's on, bro. That first song was a complete bust, bro. Like he should have just like retake. I'm gonna laugh when Cardi B outsells that nigga, bro. I'm gonna just laugh.
But you really think that's gonna happen? That shit might actually
She got a
happen.
better album than that man,
That
bro.
shit
I'm not
actually
gonna
might
lie, she got a
happen.
better
I ain't
album
gonna
than
lie.
him. Bro. She got a better album than him, bro. Over here singing some
Did you
bullshit,
listen to
bro.
her album?
Look at the album, bro. Well, I don't need to listen to it. I just know it's better.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not
Uh,
gonna listen to it though. But you feel me? Like I just can't be on that timing, bro. Just listen to the girls talking about shaking their ass and shit, bro. I just can't.
I mean,
Gotta
I don't know if I owned it as long as it sound good, but her shit was. I heard a little bit of songs. I even heard from other people that it was bad, so I'm not even gonna give it the time of day. Nope.
When come on, bro.
Nope. What?
You're not gonna give it a time of the day, bro. You just say fuck it.
Bro, you not giving it the time of day. Why you trying to fucking guilt trip me? What the hell? You
That,
just
that-
said
that's
you're not
not my
listening.
taste, bro. That's
But
not my taste, honestly.
you just said, man, you just said you can't
It's
listen to a
because
girl
you
shake
just
ass, bro. That's worse than what I'm saying, bro. I'm just not giving it time of day because I know it's gonna be trash. Not because she talking about shaking ass. If she talking about shaking ass, but it sound good, I'll listen to it. But it ain't gonna sound good. I know it's not gonna sound good, so I'm not listening to it. This is what it is. What it is. You
it
know what I'm
might be
saying?
better. It might be better than what like is going on. We gotta talk about this new fentanyl, bro.
All right, you know, let me. I'm already on Spotify. Let me play one song real quick. In fact, you and me both gonna listen to this shit, cause
All right,
you're
bet. Let
not
me
getting
hear
away
it.
from this shit either, bro. So let's see.
I bet you I might like that more than Young Thug. I bet you I might like it more than Young
All
Thug's
right, let's
album.
see. What's her most popular? What was it? What's her album? What was it? What's it called?
It's that one right there.
Is this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is WAP on it? This song is fucking old as hell. What the hell? She put this shit on there? Okay, I
I don't know.
guess. All right, this is her. Look like the second most popular song. Let's play it up. All right, I think I heard this song before, so this don't count. We're going to outside. First of all, this beats ass.
Outside niggas love a
Let's play it out,
outside
bro.
bitch.
Let's play it
But
out.
be
We're
mad
getting
when
hated.
they get some
Turn it
outside.
up. Turn it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe me. They gon' fuck on anything. These niggas
Hey,
way
I'm
too
about to
easy.
vibe.
Good for
You said what?
I might be vibing to this. I'm not gonna lie.
nothing. Load on dirty dogs. I'm convinced. Next time you see your mama, tell her how she raised the bitch. Going out on the pop out, cause it's hot out. You was playing
That's
games.
my
Hey, you on timeout.
You said what?
Some of my homegirls might be going crazy for this.
All right, man. Let's see.
Out, we
Just
don't
play.
find niggas. I'm tryna find niggas. I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remind niggas. Well, let's go wrong for wrong.
What you thinking? What you thinking of it, bro? What you think of that shit so far, bro? You vibing
Just
with
girl
that shit?
pop, bro.
You vibing with that shit,
Girl
bro?
pop. I'm not vibing. I'm just like I'm being. I mean,
All
I
right,
don't know,
compare
bro.
that shit to this shit though.
Hell no. You know what? What you got?
Yeah, we screaming, yeah, we turning. Yeah, while my stomach hurt. We don't quit, we just work. Put my soul to do my dirt. We all trapping when it's early. We can't stop to get that money. Track jumping like a bunny. Got the racks coming in.
Ah, man, come on, man. Like, I
You know
just,
with that.
I just got my tastes are a little bit too like, my expectations are a little. I've been spoiled, bro. I
Been
can't listen
too
to it. I've already been spoiled this summer with that album that I can't take. I
I'm
can't
gonna
even
be
listen
honest,
to that.
bro.
Can't take
This
it.
album ruined every other album for me. Like that album made Lonely album sound like shit to me, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That one was.
So sad.
Then that shit been
You
on
can tell-
repeat all summer. That's why it's called 500 Days of Summer, because I've been listening to it for 500 days of the summer, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, that I be hearing somewhat a song from that album in my playlist damn near every day.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't even put the songs in my playlist, bro. I just play the album,
My
bro.
favorite song is Red Eye though. Red Eye and probably
I'm probably Cartoon Network, Sip in My Room,
Cartoon Network, Sip in My Room and Count Up.
Sly Cooper, New Jeep, G Wiz,
Titan List is not bad too.
Count Up for sure, Count Up. Big Chopper, Big Chopper.
You better
Run
run to
for
the doctor.
That shit. That shit. That shit. Alright.
In my
But-
lighter. Oh god, bro.
Alright, yeah, but shit. I might, you know what? If I'm being honest, I'll make a video listening to who the fuck. Oh my god. Wait, I might make a video listening to the Cardi B album. I might do a reaction, low key. But do not
Man,
expect that reaction to be good. I'm telling y'all now. Alright? Do not expect me to be positive during that reaction.
You're a hater.
Just letting you know. I'm being real. I'm being real. Like I listen. You know what was her last album? Or her last album, but the 2016 one or 2018 one, the 2018 one. I listened to it and low key, I was a little bit surprised. I was like, okay, it was decent. It wasn't great.
I
It
feel
wasn't
that.
good. But it was decent.
I feel that.
So if that one is,
yeah.
oh my god, who is this? She fine as hell. I need this. I need this ad.
Ruin it, bro.
Who is this? Let me get off that shit, bro. My Twitter fucking me up
Yeah,
right
you
now.
gotta get off of that. shit.
My
Come on,
Twitter
bro.
fucking me
Come
up
on.
right now.
Come on, bro. You better than this.
Yeah,
We grown men now.
I know. I know. She was looking bad though. I might have to go back. Oh yeah, but what was we gonna talk about before we got on that tangent?
We're gonna talk about the new fentanyl, bro.
The new Fent. What they got? They got
Yeah.
some upgraded stuff or something.
For you, bro. I got something for you.
All right. Stream it. Let me see. Let me see.
Hold on, give me a sec. I'm pulling it up. The new fentanyl. Bro,
Ah,
this shit finna have niggas actually spazzing out on the floor.
is it that fucking
That sh-
power? Is it that powerful?
They call it fentanyl on crack.
Oh my god. Okay.
Twin, look at this
Law
shit.
enforcement about the spread of a drug being called fentanyl on steroids. It comes after the seizure of more than 50,000 carfentanil pills near Seattle. The drug is 10,000 times more potent than morphine and 100 times stronger than fentanyl. Cases have been recently reported in Texas, Colorado, and New England, with overdose deaths up 700% in just 1 year.
Thank you for
tiny,
the
tiny
rose.
grain, if you will, can literally kill you. We like to say that the first time you use carfentanil is generally the last time.
Carfentanil.
What the heck, bro? This is
Of them can take you down.
bro. That right there, bro. That's barely even visible, bro.
Imagine somebody pulling a pocket fet on you with that gang.
Oh
You're
my
falling.
god, bro. You could literally just straight up just inject somebody with that shit and just kill people,
Have
bro.
people spazzing out like straight, like out of the woodwork. Oh my god.
Bro, that shit is
Oh
insane.
my. Imagine somebody lacing your blood with that, bro. GG.
Actually, yeah, this is like an actual like fucking. This is
I'm
like
scared.
Joker serum, bro. Like this is some Gotham shit, bro. It's like the fucking Scarecrow serum they just fucking passing around, bro.
Hey Jude, thank you for the for the 6 roses, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Got
Bro, this
fucking
is
Joker
like,
up in here, bro.
bro, you finna have Gotham City in something like New York.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Actually insane. Carfentanil.
Imagine all
Who
the
is doing
crackheads who
this? Like
drink
who thought this was a good idea? What even is the
Oh,
point of
why
this,
would
bro?
they
Like that's not
drink this?
even we're not even doing drugs no more, bro. We just creating fucking toxins at this point.
That is not a drug. Look how small amount you have to take. That's
Hey,
3
bro said
dose.
the first time you take it is your last time. Like, bro, what?
Oh my
So it's just a death
god.
sentence?
Is meant to be used as a tranquilizer for large animals like
Oh.
Bro,
elephants.
why? Why are we doing this?
Wait, it's meant to be
Who
used for elephants, and we just got this on the streets now?
That thing could drop a whale.
Okay, before I get into this, son, you know I'm speaking.
That thing could drop a whale, twin. Oh my god. And then we got this too, bro. Like, you see. I think I favorite a few of them or repost.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the government may be about to shut down. So basically, the funding for the government expire here shortly. I think September 30th. So basically, what happens is the Senate has to have 60 votes to pass the budget. There's not 60 Republicans, so that means some Democrats have to vote for this budget. The Democrats basically said what we gonna get for our vote? We not just giving y'all our vote just because. Like we got to negotiate, which is typical of the process because you have to negotiate to get these people vote. Trump said he ain't negotiating, just do it without the Democrats. Thing is, you can't do it without the Democrats because you need 60 votes. They don't got 60 votes. So now the White House and Trump them saying that, oh well, if the government shut down, we're just gonna fire a whole bunch of federal workers, and they're instructing their agencies to create a mass firing plan. This is because the Republicans don't want to negotiate the budget, which they should do because they need Democrats to pass it. Yeah, and the reason that the government always is about to shut down is because instead of creating a budget and doing the appropriation process like they're supposed to, they just keep on doing continual resolutions, which is basically just kicking it down
What
the
do you think is
road.
gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen come September 30th?
Bro, I
That's
don't know,
pretty
but
close.
what I do know is
I don't know.
for some reason they gonna try to blame this on the Democrats, bro. I just know they gonna blame the Democrats for this shit, bro.
Are normal occurrence, bro. Like, this is what they always do. This is not just Democrat or Republican. It's just something that they always do. You feel me? They like, you gotta have something to give them. And it's actually like rolling back our rights and all of that too, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. And then we're preparing to go to war for something. I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
know, bro. Like,
I
bro.
just know
Like,
the
what is
Democrat they're gonna find a way. They're gonna say that because the Democrats didn't want to negotiate or vote, that it's on their hands that all these federal workers are gonna get blamed. I mean, not get blamed, but get fired. I know that's gonna be the narrative they're gonna be pushing on Fox News. Narrative probably gonna be pushing like every right wing politician, lawmaker, Trump. But I don't know,
like
cause this is well, it's supposed to happen at the end of this month, which is like what 3 days,
3 days, bro.
and
The
like
30th.
I'm
What
just
are we
saying,
gonna
bro,
do?
cause they gonna expect us to fucking go to work, bro, and I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
We
and the thing is, bro, like I have no problem with this, bro. If the government wasn't just wasting taxpayer money for stupid shit like this nigga, bro.
I want you to listen to what Benjamin Netanyahu just said about the sale of TikTok.
We have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is class
Followers.
TikTok. TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential.
If that man is describing this as consequential, if that man is excited,
I'm done. Nigga owns TikTok, bro. How is he allowed to buy an American company
Through because it's
and then control it?
can be
You feel me? Like American TikTok should be for Americans. You feel me? Why are we letting an outside nation buy it from us? Explain that. That's what I want to know. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
bro. Nigga, we're fucked. Like I don't know, bro. It's just insane, bro. This just gets worse every day, bro. Like you think it'll get better at some point, but like nah, it's just worse and worse each day, bro. This dude just getting up here and saying stuff at this point, like
Oh, and we can't do anything about it because they're taking our money to pay for it. Like, we're shelling out money to this dude like it's nothing. Why are we doing this? This is pissing me off, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just like, it's retarded. Why do we keep funding them? Why do we keep giving them money?
man, cause they just getting controlled, bro. We lucky to literally like I'm pretty sure like the Middle East is like making like an alliance now
The whole world is making an alliance to like,
against us because we used to be like what allies with Qatar, but because Israel bombed them, it kind of like ruined our relationships, and now Qatar is basically like aligned with Pakistan
thing
because
is,
they have like nuclear weapons, so they can like have a nuclear deterrent. And we
my
did
thing
this
is,
all for
bro,
Israel, bro, and they just not like what even, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
why do they have so much control over us, bro? Like,
We
why?
doing this
Like,
all for a weak ass place, bro. Weak ass place, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Weak ass place, bro.
not even that. It's just like, what pisses me off?
The only thing
They're
Israel got
taking
is
our.
historical importance, and that's about it, bro. That's it.
You got anything you want to add or no?
What?
Like, you want to show me, talk about?
Mm, I
Because
didn't. I didn't prepare anything. I'm not really seeing much on Twitter. Twitter ain't really popping off.
did you hear about they're sending flotation to help Palestine and shit like that, bro? Right.
I saw that like Greta Thunberg is pulling up for like
Yeah.
what the
She's
fuck?
going through there, bro. She's doing God work out there, bro. God bless her soul.
That's what I'm saying, bro. God bless. Low
Bro,
key.
let me just show you perspective. This is somebody who actively in like in like Palestine, like the Gaza Strip right now, and this is what their life look like, bro. Bro is just walking back. This is what their life look like right now. You tell me that's okay, bro. You tell me, in order to get
That's what I'm
a
saying.
small terrorist group, you're gonna bomb a whole entire country.
That's what I'm
Flatten
saying.
it like rubble, bro, just to get this one small terrorist group. And then you have the nerve to point outside of your nation to other nations and saying that, hey, they have terrorist groups too. Let's bomb them.
That's what I'm
What?
saying, bro. They're like tripping.
Crazy, bro. What are we doing? Bro is claiming that China is holding Hamas.
But
How
that
the
don't
fuck
even
is
make
Hamas?
sense. That don't even make sense, bro. And first of all, do not get China involved, bro. That's the last thing you want to do, Israel. Do not get China involved, because China will fuck y'all up, bro.
You call me a
Real
stud. Let's
shit.
have, bro. Don't call me a stud in chat. What the hell? Crazy. Ain't no
Being
stud,
called
bro.
stud.
I don't know what, bro. Apparently I'm
You
too cute
might
for
be,
these things.
bro.
I don't know, bro. I got a dick in my pants, bro. I ain't no stud.
Okay.
That's crazy, bro. I don't get this, bro. I don't get this. I don't get this, bro. That's wild. And then, bro, the violence being done on black people, like, because of this shit, bro, like, because of this hate and all of this that Aga is pushing towards, like, Democrats and black people, bro. Like, look at this shit, yeah.
Smith, in an interview with Fox 5, also showing us, guys, the bruising in her eyes, on her forehead, her mouth. She says she was attacked at around 6 in the morning yesterday. Police responding to the portion of the UDC campus by Connecticut Avenue and Wyndham Place Northwest. Now, Smith told police that she was walking alone on a campus pathway on her way to a workout with the women's basketball team when she noticed a man walking past the UDC tennis courts. Smith tells us she thought she was that person was headed toward the bus, but then felt a presence behind her, saying as she turned around, she was immediately attacked, strangled, and pushed to the ground. Her head then slammed into the ground multiple times. Guys, eventually her coach and teammates heard screaming. They called police and rushed to her aid.
I just want to say, just in this world right now, be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you know how to defend yourself, protect yourself, because if it wasn't for me trying to swivel out of his chokehold, I would not be here. I feel like I was passing out and stuff, so just make sure you take classes and like take self-defense. And
Twin, you know why this shit pisses me off, Twin?
Why?
I can like see like that's like my sister, auntie, whatever, and like I feel that shit for real, bro. Like,
Yeah, well, who was the
which
dude?
man?
Well, who's the man? Like, I feel like there was no descriptions of what he looked like, what he wore. It was just a man. Like, we don't know what he looked like.
Somebody attacks you from the back and puts you in a chokehold and slam your head. You're not gonna probably know who they are, bro. You feel me? You're probably not gonna know who they are, especially if they have a mask.
He had
The
a
thing is
mask
just-
on.
I don't know, bro. No description.
That's what I'm
He's in it.
saying. She got attacked from behind? I thought it was from the front.
And then even in Houston, I think I talk about this too. Houston, like, there's a bunch of like people drowning. Like, there's a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
see
people
that
drowning.
TikTok I reposted? It was like all the detainees at a ICE facility just disappeared.
Yeah, got shot and disappeared. Three thirds, bro.
That's what I'm
Two-thirds? What?
saying, bro.
Two-thirds? Where they went? Where did they go?
Nah, bro.
Bro.
Something vile and crazy is going on. Like, genuinely.
And twin, bro, you can't tell me this shit isn't like violence, bro. Like, I got another shit to show you, bro. There's so much shit going on and nobody wants to talk about for some freaking reason. Alright, look at this. You tell me if this is just, bro. You tell me if you think this is justified.
Is breaking loose across the United States, and Donald Trump has been caught on camera inflicting this hell on the American people. I've showed you a lot of disturbing footage caught on tape with the receipts, but what I'm about to show you is frankly worse and more egregious than any of the other videos I've shown. Do not look away. It is critical you watch this full video and you share it with as many people as possible. Donald Trump is busted on tape. We have it right here, and we need to share this with people in the United States and across the world so they see what's really happening here in the United States. The first video I want to show you happened in the immigration courthouse in Manhattan. A lady by the name of Monica was there with her two children. Her husband was there as an asylum seeker. He had his court hearing where he was seeking asylum. The tactic of these ICE Gestapo agents is to grab the asylum seekers and to detain them and to immediately throw them out of the country or put them into concentration camps. You're going to see Monica right here, and you're going to see as this ICE agent confronts her, throws her to the ground in front of her children. Truly a disturbing sight caught on tape. Let's play this clip.
I saw this video.
Look at all the men just stepping back and
That's what I'm
letting
saying,
a
bro. They
man.
just sat there and watched that, like recording it, bro.
Like what type of man you gotta be to just sit back and just let another man attack a woman, bro? Bro, I swear to God, they would have had to shoot me if I was there, bro. I swear to God.
This is
Oh
insane,
my
bro.
That's just crazy. What did she do to deserve that?
Mind you, he's doing this on camera too.
She just asked for help. That's all she did. Not even a question. She just said, why? Why are you doing this?
Now, this is what happened the moments before that went down. You'll see as the husband is ripped apart and the children and Monica with her 2 kids there are just holding on to dear life to their husband. They don't want him to be pulled away and sent to a concentration camp where we know lots of people have been being killed at these concentration camps. There's been a number, like over a dozen deaths at these concentration camps. A lot of people missing from these concentration camps, unclear where they're being sent. But take a watch what happens at this facility in Manhattan. Here, play this clip.
Pull her away. Pull her away. Suelte. Suelte, señora.
He has done no crime. He has no crime.
Suelta la niña. 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 Suelta la niña.
It's just disturbing, bro. Like, I don't care what side of the political aisle you are, bro. You can't tell me that's not disturbing.
Bro, that's sick.
You can't tell me, bro. Imagine if that was your dad being ripped away from you, bro. What would you do? I'm
Bro,
throwing
that's
hands.
sick, bro. That shit's
I'm
sick.
throwing hands, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And did you hear they changed their freaking the Department of thing to Department of War, Department of
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Defense.
Department
That's
of War.
crazy.
Bro, like I'm saying, it's so obvious what they're trying to do, where this is headed, what's gonna happen next. We've seen it, bro. We've seen it play out in history before. We know where we're headed. It's as clear as day, bro. But for some reason, people are just still in denial, bro. A denial what the reality is.
These fascist way of thinking, these fascist mindset, like it's only end up hurting our country. America is a lot better.
Trump declared Antifa a terrorist terrorist organization.
Yeah, it stands for anti-fascist. I
It
don't know
stands for
why.
anti-fascist. Like that sounds
you
to
would-
me like our government is fascist.
We're gonna roll into our next topic, which is like gonna be the brainwashing of Christianity to fool black people into thinking that.
But we got to talk about the rapture, bro. First of all, let's talk about the rapture, bro. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Hell yeah, bro. I be having fun with the rapture. I'm just making fun of people and shit. Like, I was going stupid to it. I'm gonna keep making fun of them too. You feel me? Like, what you doing? What you doing, bro?
Bro, the fact that people like genuinely believe that shit was gonna happen. I saw like people saying that they were like they sold their homes, their car, because they believed they were gonna get.
Yeah, they did, bro. I saw that too. They did. They did all of that, bro. They did all of that. Why would you do that, bro? It's just stupid. Like, you feel me? Like, there's always should be like, you should always second guess. You should always have a doubt. You should always You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially when there's not that much evidence to prove it. You feel me? Like you should doubt it, bro. And I don't know, man. I don't know why people are like like idiotic. That's the one thing I can think of. You're so far into fate that you're willing to deny the real facts that's in your face. And this is my other like trouble. I'm talking to like fate, like because if you look at like throughout history, first of all, they turned us into slaves, right? Stripped us of like our previous religion, our culture, all of that,
Uh-huh.
and then started teaching us out of a book that we're supposed to believe is righteous or whatever. We have no clue out of it, and people follow this book down to a T, bro, to where like it will make life decision on a book. You feel me? I never get that. That's the one thing I never get.
Like I don't know what to say, bro. Especially, I really find it hard, especially for like evangelicalists, Christians. Those ones specifically are downright the worst. Those are the worst forms of Christian, because there are Christians who genuinely who believe in it and who do try to follow the teachings, just like any other religion. Evangelical Christians, I don't even think they know how to read the Bible. Like, I genuinely don't think they even read it or even try to understand it. They just use it as some sort of like defense mechanism so they can act terrible, but then always rely on the Bible to save them from their terrible decisions or their fucking terrible morale or whatever. And those are the ones who specifically, evangelicals are the ones who specifically believe in the rapture. Because I grew up Christian. My family's Christian. Bro, the rapture,
We all are.
the rapture's not even a thing in the Bible. That
I
shit
feel
doesn't,
that, right?
that shit doesn't exist in the Bible. Right? Like, my church is like Bible based. The only people who believe about the rapture are like white Christians. Those are the only people who even think that shit is gonna happen.
In that too, but there are like black people within those spaces too. You feel me? That just I like to call it that are brainwashed to the point to where like they believe everything that the white Protestant church teach. You feel me? And I find that to be troubling because those white Protestant church are they downplay your blackness. They tell you that you're not supposed to act black because it's sinful. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't practice your ancestors like culture. You shouldn't do any of that because it's sinful. That's what they try to play it out as, which is I don't believe that. If any church is telling me that Christ comes before my race, I don't want to hear it, bro. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying. Especially if you use the Bible as a justification to like hate on other marginalized groups. Specifically, what I see is like these specific Christians will use the Bible as a way to like hate on gay people or hate on other people, other religions, or any other specific group. It's like if you're using that shit to hate on to be a hateful person, my nigga, I'm not going to respect your religion. I just can't respect it.
I feel that. All right, we're gonna react to this. Let's react to this one Young Tom video because he sums it up pretty well, bro. And as I was watching this, I was like, damn, get this shit on the mark. Cause, bro, damn it, I gotta make a new tab. Hold up. Cause, oh Lord, let's go back. Give me a sec, I'll pull it up. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Churches who do that, like, really, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They once a church start getting too political, like when you see a church that supports like a one side political side, like let it be left or right. Distance yourself from that. Religion has nothing to do with politics.
Tragedy in York County, PA, one of the deadliest days for Pennsylvania law enforcement this century.
Wow.
3 members of
This
law
century, the deadliest this century. Oh, that kind of violence, it has to be at the hands of a black man. Surely that's what we're about to find out.
enforcement are dead, 2 more seriously injured.
I mean, you know, that BLM, it's very anti-cop, very anti-police. I'm sure this deadliest event in a century is going to be at the hands of one of these violent, evil black men.
And we're learning Ruth attended high school in York County. This is...
The Black Christian Problem. Video by Antonio Speaks. All right, let's check this out, man. I saw the title. I was like, yeah, we gonna watch this one for sure.
I thank God for slavery.
Oh, okay. All right, guess that's the video. I think we've seen enough, right? Jesus Christ.
And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
Okay.
See, this is the thing I hate. You feel me? When they talk about like black, like African, like religion, you feel me? Africans like spirituality. They always make it sound evil, like voodoo and Obia or whatever, wherever you're from. They make it sound evil, but what it actually is just like connecting to your roots and your culture. It ain't nothing evil at nature. You feel me?
What I really dislike about when they do that, because I see like not only will I see people do this a lot, especially when it comes to slavery, and it's like, oh, okay, well, like slavery is bad, but at least you're in America, you're not in a third world country like Africa. People forget to realize if slavery never happened in Africa, like that colonialism never happened, that means Africa would have never been colonized by European countries like France, Spain, Portugal, all of them, right? That means Africa wouldn't even be a third world country. Africa is the richest continent.
Countries barely got their independence. Like my
Africa's
country,
like the richest continent in the world. That's a fact. The richest person in all of history came from Africa.
Elon Musk, right?
No, it was far back, like old history. Like he went around, literally went on tour to like other places, basically showing how rich he was. He like was so rich that he bankrupted other countries, like economic markets. Like in today's money, he'd be like a fucking trillionaire or some shit. But yeah, Africa's like the richest continent. And the reason Africa is at where it's at is because European nations colonized it and they're exploiting it. Even till today, they still exploit it.
Yeah, not even to talk about that. Like for half of these nations or more, they only gained their independence between like the 1950s to like the late 90s, 1900s. Like you feel me? Like it's like these countries just got their independence. Like no, not even more than 200 years ago, and they're going up economically. So just imagine if they had gained their independence like how America has, like how much more richer they would be than America.
That's what I'm saying. People don't even realize
they
that like
they have the resources.
Some of these
they
countries,
have the people.
Some of these
They have the
countries still don't really have control. That's why they have corrupt governments, because those governments are putting in place by other European nations. Like these corrupt governments aren't like just the country being corrupt just because they're corrupt. They're corrupt because they're being colonized. They're being put in place, and these corrupt people will follow what the European nations wants. That's why they're in power. That's why they have the guns and everything. They're getting funded to do that shit. It's obvious, but people don't want to talk about that. They just want to view Africa as like a whole monolith, and that it's just
Africa is not that.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
only reason it looks that way is because of countless exploitation of stronger nation. I can tell you that. There's countless. They've used their resources, you take their people, destroyed their culture, and just kept going and kept doing this. Did you see the collapse of France, bro? Literally, France is literally on collapse right now.
Yeah.
Africa just like
What was it, like
Isn't it-
Algeria, or was it Well, I know France and Algeria have like fucking history because, but what was it? It was what African country recently just got freed from France? Let me look it up.
I'm trying to search that up, but I'll look into that later. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, for me, like, I'm Guyanese. Like, we were ruled by Britain until like the 1960s, bro. You feel me? And now that we've been released, like, they still take resources from us, like gold, bauxites. Like, you know what bauxites is?
What was
Like,
it?
they dig like ditches and try to get gold and stuff like that, and
Uh-huh.
rare mineral. Like, they still benefit off of stuff like that. And now that Guyana is sitting on an oil basin, pretty much. You feel me? Like an oil basin. Like, I mean, America's already sent Exxon down there, and they started a drilling. Now Venezuela wants to take it from us. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But things like that, like these countries are rich in resources. They just were conquered and kind of colonialized, so they couldn't have a moment to develop. They don't make it sound like Africa bad. It's not.
That's
It's
what I'm
bad
saying.
because what people did to it.
Okay, you see,
All right, you good, Twin? You want me to play it?
Yeah, you can play it.
I said this. I said that in a recent video. I can't remember which one, but I talked about how Christianity is a tool of white supremacy to brainwash the minds of black people.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Because here's what you would have to believe: that your ancestors were off in some kind of demonic, satanic trance, possessed by all kinds of evil spirits, worshiping an imaginary god. But the good white man pulled you out of that savagery, out of that animalistic, lost, blind behavior, and gave you the truth of God in white Jesus, but at the small, small, small price of the most brutal form of slavery this world has ever seen. Yeah.
Thing about slavery except Christianity.
Well, it depends on what you think Christianity is. So for me, Christianity isn't what Christians have made it to be.
I'm talking about
It's
the
not.
Western belief of
Okay.
Christianity.
Well, just because slave masters use Christianity doesn't mean they.
That's what
there you go.
that's the point.
Yeah.
If God's word is everlasting, how can you change the word of God that's everlasting
Yeah.
to suit your personal
There you go.
benefit?
Yeah,
This
Bro,
might be
That's the biggest thing I don't get. You feel me? That's the biggest thing I don't get.
one of my most controversial.
And we don't need to watch any more of this because he just keeps going on about it. But like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a tool for these, like, how do I put it? These rich, successful elite, and which happen to be white, you feel me? For them to use to pander to the poor folks like us, whether it be black, white, whatever, pander to the poor folks, we keep in line and act a certain way according to their plans. Hey, if you look at most of the successful churches, like, they're corrupt.
And the craziest thing is, it's always been like that. It's always been a tool, bro. Christianity has always been as a tool. Even back in the medieval ages, Christianity was just a tool to use justification to go into another country, conquer the country because you're converting them to your religion. You're doing God's work, but really you're just going to a country, killing the people, and then taking the country over. And honestly, I think right now in the U.S., like the Republican Party is trying to use Christianity in the same way to justify their actions, and I genuinely think they're going to try and force Christianity to be like the religion of America, and then turn this government into a theocracy.
Yeah, no, it's already that. It's what do you think MAGA right is, bro? Like, it's already there.
I mean, I
We're
think
already
MAGA's definitely like on board, but I feel like the general populace, you know, we're too smart to realize, like, to like even buy into it. That's why I feel like Trump's defunding education, so like the next generations are just going to be entirely just uneducated. So it'll just be easier to brainwash them, because it's hard to brainwash someone who has some educational background, because they're not gonna just take everything that you say for your word. They're actually gonna look into it and see if it actually aligns.
Think about it. It's gonna take years. It's gonna take decades, because there's gonna be people who teach their kids the right thing. So it's a stupid idea to do that, but I
But
can see
like,
what they're doing.
what if all those people get rounded up and sent to a concentration camp?
I don't know, man. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know.
it'll take years if he just lets it as it is. But that what's to say he just doesn't like he just doesn't send the National Guard and just round up leftists or Democrats. Let me just use Democrat. And rounds up Democrats, puts them in concentration camps, justifies it because the MAGA's gonna be all right with it because they see us as the enemy. And then he just gets rid of anybody who's against his government.
I mean, that's kind of what they're doing on TikTok. Like, you can't even say like, the Blue Nation without getting flagged.
That's what I'm saying. They're like trying to fit the narrative so it works easier. And it's, I mean, you can see that like the one thing that I do notice, it's always people who are like severely uneducated that fall into that,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, it's like the people who don't know anything. Not know anything. It's just like people who don't like want to learn, basically.
Because I watched a video recently. It was like Destiny versus like he was arguing like Tectone, right?
Oh my God, I hate that, bro. At first, I used to think that he was just joking around. That's until I started seeing Groper like frogs and stuff in his chat, like actively going off crazy. And his chat is a cesspool of the niggas, bro.
And it is like the perfect because Tectone is someone who's like who uses the common sense ideology, where he just like
But it's not common.
it would be like, oh well, this is common sense, and it's like the way they were talking when Destiny brought up alligator Alcatraz, Tectone laughed and said that shit was badass. And it's these people, bro, who think it's like a joke, and they think it's it's just a joke. And
They'll
it's
always
cool.
think it's look, in their mindset, they're always a victim. Everybody hates the white guy. I gotta work so hard. Bro, my question to Tectone, bro, not to throw shades or whatever, bro, is, bro, if you're a man and you have over 10 freaking SA charges on you, bro, and for all the women you've been messing with, you're doing something wrong, bro. Because I haven't catch a SA charge.
Wait, hold on. Who got 10 essay charges?
Tectone, he's always saying these women are coming after him.
Wait, he
they're
got
being
10
like,
essay charges?
more than that.
What
More
the
than that.
hell? I did not know that. What?
Bro,
I
and
did
he's
not know that.
always saying that
No, I
he's
gotta look
he's the
this
right.
shit up.
They're wrong. He's always saying that, bro. He's got so many freaking sexual assault allegations against him, bro. And he's always saying, "No, I'm in the right here. It's not a bad woman."
Tectone cries on stream accusing Hassan of resurfacing his father's SA convictions.
Not just his father, him too.
Oh my god. Yeah, bro. I knew he was a lame, bro. I knew he was a lame, bro. I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw Tectone,
even
I knew
lame,
him
bro.
for how bad his anime takes were, and I knew he was a
It's not even lame, bro. It's just like it's a pattern I see. So one girl accused him and he shut that down. Another girl accused him, he shut that down. I'm like, at this point, when does some of
Tectone
these
addresses
become
Pete
true?
Che's allegations after she brought up his father assault case.
Nah,
To
his
those
dad was on
unaware,
some wild.
political streamer Hassan Hastami recently claimed that Tectone's father was convicted of 14 counts of sexual assault while serving in the United States military. Oh,
Bro. I'm not even gonna talk. He got some against him too, bro. I'm not even gonna talk. That he's trying to quiet down. You feel me? I don't get that. Like, you're gonna play dummy all day or all your life and then call women this, that, overly sexualize them, and do all of this crap and play innocent and victim. Bro, you can't play victim, bro. There's people worse off than you, bro. You feel me? So saying that you're being targeted by the left, I'm being this by the left, I'm being harassed. Sure, that might be true, bro, because look at what you're saying. Somebody brings up alligator Alcatraz, and guess what? You start laughing.
that's
What?
what I'm saying,
Of course
bro.
people are gonna start like,
No cap. What is up with OTV? Is he part of OTV, right? Isn't he like
He was part of
affiliated with
OTK.
them? Did they like kick him out
He
of the
was
org
part.
or some shit? I mean,
He left.
OTK,
He
not
left.
TV. Oh, he left.
OTK. He left. He left. I think like or something. I don't know, bro. Like I
Resigned from.
used to watch.
Oh, he
I'm gonna be
did.
honest with you. I used to be like in his chat watching his shit because I used to watch like Gotcha. You feel me? And he was like a pretty big Gotcha creator. And for some reason, everybody just turned on him. And I was just like, okay. And then he seemed like a pretty sad guy because like everybody turned on him and whatever it might be. But like when I look back at it, it's like, oh, you kind of did this to yourself. He made fun of like a Chinese singer within Genshin Impact, and like I guess the community wasn't messing with it, so they instantly like cancel him, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, bro was kept going on this hit rate, and then this one creator did him pretty bad. You feel me? Like they did him pretty bad, and I was like, I could see that. And then every other creator after that stopped messing with him, and I was just like, I wonder why. I wonder why. I'm just sitting here just watching this dude that's like souring relationship with people slowly pulling away from him and all of this, all the SA charges coming against him and all that. And I was just like, is this a good man, bro? And he's always playing victim. He's always playing victim. My life sucks. I've thought about suicide. I've done this, I've done that. I'm like, bro, like you're kind of doing it to yourself, bro. You feel me?
I mean, bro, like he's just like we can tell what his morale compass is. Like he doesn't have a good moral compass. Like if he's laughing at Alligator Alcatraz, this dude's obviously a dickhead. Like you're obviously a dickhead. And then you come in here and be like, "Oh my god, people are being mean to me." It's like, bro, you constantly
Yes, bro.
spew
Like
out
people are gonna
hateful
be mean.
rhetoric. You're constantly being a bigoted person. Like,
Same thing with Asmin. Like that whole like they try to play middle ground and common sense, but they're laughing at things or people's struggle.
that's what I'm saying. They will sit here and deny that they're being biased towards a political party. Or they'll be sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm just in the middle of things," but they openly just agree with every single Republican like talking point,
They do, and
fucking opinions. Constantly will bash
I'm not
Democrats
to him, bro.
and the left.
I'll tell any American right now, you gotta pick your side, bro. I was in the middle ground too, saying, "Hey, I can't do this, bro." It's either you're a fascist or you're just supporting fascism.
Like either
You feel
you
me, bro?
are a fascist or you're just like enabling fascism, right?
Fascism.
Because if you're
By
sitting in
doing
the
nothing.
middle, you're just not like you're not. All you're doing,
Not doing.
like a fascist
Yeah.
isn't going to stop. Like as much as I would love it if we could just all keep it cordial, it's just not gonna happen. Our president is calling
Yeah.
for violence every other fucking day, right?
That's why you gotta pick a side, bro. You gotta pick
telling people on the
This is
left
the
that they're also bad when they're literally most. I don't know any leftists or any fucking. The thing is, I don't want to say leftists because realistically, it's our government is the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Leftists are not even in the Democratic Party, bro. Leftists are like people on TikTok, right? It's regular people like you and me who really have no power. I can't enforce laws. I can't enforce policies or none of that. I have no power. Holding me to the same standard as like fucking Donald Trump or JD Vance, the vice president, or fucking any of these like right-wing media outlets like Fox News, sending me to the same like standard as these people is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, right? Like if you were someone in a position of power, especially the president, you should not be going and using your platform to make the country divisive. That should not be.
Not even that, bro. It's
what
just
anybody should
people.
do it.
It's just normal people who are working class people, like who just are speaking out on things they see in their community and things that are harming them and pain and suffering that they're seeing. It's just normal people talking. And what does they do? They label us as terrorists. They label us as people who hate America. We don't hate America. We hate the fucking system, bro. It's
That's
two
what I'm
different
saying.
things.
Exactly. Worded it
We make
perfectly.
it seem like we're anti this, anti that. We're not. We're just saying, look, somebody's crazy and they're doing crazy thing. Can somebody do something about it? This is all we're saying. We're not trying to do like we don't hold the power. We're doing the highest that we can do, which is take to online and speak out on shit that we can touch, like speak out on. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And this is all we're doing. But no, they label us leftist, anti-terrorists, and all of this group. Imagine people are saying, "Oh, could you stop bombing this country, please?" Zionists, Zionists.
It just gets to a point, bro. It gets to a point because that is the exact I always see the talking point a lot on TikTok. I'll see a lot of people who be centrist who be like, "Oh, both sides are bad," but one side is clearly worse. One side is clearly worse, right? The other side is even if you don't like the woke policies or quote unquote woke policies, you can't sit here and say that someone wanting someone having trans right, how is that anywhere nearly as bad as fucking fascism? It's not the same. It's not even comparable. Me being I don't want billionaires to exist is nowhere near the same as fascism.
All right, look. Now we have clear contrast. We can compare Biden's administration for the first year and Trump's administration for the first year. We can compare both of them because we have clear contrast. And I would say things are a lot worse in the Trump administration.
But we've had more protests in this year than more political violence this year than any of fucking all of 4 Biden's term. We have more political violence.
You look around. This man is actively making Americans hate each other.
He's the most divisive president in all of American history, hands down.
And you know what? You say anything against him, he quiets you.
Not even Abraham Lincoln himself was this divisive, and he literally fucking kickstarted the Civil War.
Not even that. Where's the fucking Epstein files, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I was just looking that shit up earlier too. I think they're gonna do another vote in late October.
You can't escape it, bro.
Hopefully we can get that shit out. We get that shit. Hold on, I got this fucking. Let me share my screen, show you this shit, because we did talk about that shit before. All right, so let me read it. Adin Ross revealed he regrets going the political route last year, saying too many people tie him to it without even knowing him.
I had a call with somebody on my team. Can I tell you guys something?
Nah, you did that. You gave that man a platform.
I really, really wish I never got into politics. And I feel like that's a cool thing to talk about. Obviously, it's I just kind of I know y'all didn't like that era at all, except for the Trump.
You shook hands with him, bro.
It was the president.
You got a picture right there, bro.
But now that I look back at it, it's damn, so
you're literally saying I support this message.
And now it's just that's what you're saying. No matter what, they don't even get to know who I am. Because they don't.
I don't want to hear it, bro. You actively incited all of this.
You know what I'm saying? And I really, really
actively hurting your community too.
Other people's side. And
now you want to say that you regret
as I'm
doing
getting
it?
older, I'm just seeing I just don't.
I don't want to hear it, bro. You're gonna have to deal with the consequences of what you did.
That's what I'm saying. I genuinely don't understand what he thought was going to happen. Him being now people just don't even care or know who I am, just associate me with Trump. That's kind of what happens, you know? If I really, really wanted people to know who I am as a person, imagine if I were to go on a stream and invite Hitler on my podcast. And then when people are yo, bro, you did a stream with Hitler, you obviously are associated somewhat with his policies or something. I'd be like, what? No, of course not. You don't even know me. I can't do that. You associate your circle with who you are, you know. Is a clear reason why, for something like him, something like Adin Ross, if you were to ask him if there was a girl hanging around with other friends of hers who were it girls who would go to party all the time, who hooking up all the time, and then that girl would have come oh, but my friends do it, but I don't do it. Are you gonna believe her?
Hell no.
Even if it was true, even if it is 100% true what she's saying, you wouldn't really believe her. You would still be oh, I don't know, because the company you hang around do it. So how do I know you don't do it as well?
Exactly.
That's what it is.
And you're just by association.
you got bad company with you, bro. People are just gonna associate with that bad company. Otherwise, why would you be hanging around with that bad company? You did it to yourself, bro. You did it to yourself. And I had this take when this shit first happened that you should not bring politics into streaming, bro.
No, you shouldn't.
Do not do
It's
that,
not
bro.
it.
Especially
Not what?
streamers like
That's not-
this who are like uneducated, you know. Someone like Destiny or Asan or any of them who are like political streamers, it makes sense. They're political streamers. They have
They don't even
some
do
sort
that.
of yeah. They don't even
They
yeah.
don't
They don't
even
even do that. They don't even do this, right? They might do debates, but they won't freaking bring on a presidential
'Cause
candidate
even like
on their
even when
stream.
Hassan like they asked if he wants to like get any politician on it. He's like, nah, bro, I'm not educated enough.
And even
You
if
feel
they
me?
were to bring a politician on, they wouldn't do it with like Aiden Ross. They would actually bring him on to like debate or like have some sort of like pushback on their policies, try to
That
understand
talking
them.
point.
Aiden Ross is not going to do that because he's uneducated on any of that matter, you know?
He's just gonna come on and brainwash everybody on there, spread propaganda of whatever is happening. You're not gonna challenge what he says, so he's gonna have a free reign to convince the internet of whatever he wants to do, and that's what these guys are good at. They're good at playing two-face.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like, that is ultimately what a politician is going to do, bro. A politician is always going to make themselves look really good. That's what they're best at. They're best at lying and presenting a facade. It's literally their job. It's literally
I wouldn't even
politics.
I'm a really good debater, bro. I wouldn't even take the position of debating a politician.
I
Like,
wouldn't
with it-
either. I don't even think I'm
and stuff.
educated enough to do that, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many stuff I gotta know. I gotta see their policy. I gotta go through directly and read it, see
Like-
their policy, so I can actually question them.
Like, be honest, I'm not even that much. Like, I'm not even the most educated on like governments and policies and what takes
Me either, bro.
place to even
And
have.
I'm just talking about the
Like, I know the governments, but I don't even know which ones are like dictate whatever. I know like the executive branch executes and runs the laws and shit. Supreme Court
I don't want
upholds
to talk about this.
court
I feel like
decisions. But
I gotta talk about this, bro. I feel like Bibi has Trump in his back pocket. What I mean by that, he has something on him.
he has who?
The orange hair dude, bro, in his back pocket. Bibi has the orange hair dude in his back pocket. Maybe he has something on him, whether that be dirt or two. He probably owes him money or whatever, and they're like he's just using him right now. He got him in power. He's using him. There was this one documentary that I saw on TikTok. I don't know if it's still up. It was talking about like how 9/11 was like completely fake. I don't know if you want to believe it, but you feel me? And the whole thing was
I've seen that shit a lot where it's like, what, fucking, that 9/11 is fake. I don't know
the whole thing.
how true that is, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
The whole thing was planned by Israel, and like I don't know. I wish I could find it. They probably already took it down. They took the video down because like it's not in my saved anymore. That's how active these people are in this platform. Yeah, 9/11 was like fake, and everything happened because Israel wanted America to come to the Middle East so they can take over every land in the Middle East.
Yeah, be honest, I don't even think Trump is even like. I think Trump is literally just a puppet president. Like, I don't think Trump's not even actually running the country. Like, he is just the mascot for the country. He is like the spokesman. Because he, to be honest, he's too old. Like, he is way too old. His health is declining. We see it. Like, we can see it in his speeches. Half the time, did you see the fucking Tylenol speech he gave in the UN? You blamed
he can't
blame
now,
Tylenol
bro,
on
what?
autism. I don't even think he even like I don't even think he even believes that. I'm pretty sure someone just told him to say that shit and he just went on and said it because that's what he was told to do. Cause the way he was talking about, he was like, "Oh, I think I'm just gonna come out and say it. It's bad. It's bad. Don't do it." Like, bro, what?
All right, twin. I got this for you. I got this one TikTok that hopefully. Did you Did we talk about him trying to attack China's yet or no? Honestly, I think I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
over that, but
yeah.
all right, look at this one. This one is on women's right, bro. And bro, I don't know for you MAGA dudes out here. I'm gonna just tell y'all, taking away rights from women is not gonna make them less powerful. I just want to let you know that because you're gonna have to have a wife. You're gonna have a baby mama. You feel me? You're gonna have a woman that you sleep with. You feel me? You're gonna have a woman that lays next to you. And if you take away her rights, bro, and you get her all riled
Wait,
up, bro,
what the fuck? Is this shit real?
just watch, bro. Oh my God.
All right, what we talking?
Okay.
They're coming after women's suffrage, women's right to vote. You heard me. There is a bill that has already passed the House of Representatives called the SAVE Act that within it restricts married women's ability to vote. How is that possible? Well, as part of the law, it requires that the name on your voter ID that you show when you go to the polls match that on your birth certificate. Now, when women get married in this country, the majority of them change their last name to that of their husbands. Their ID
No joke, they just
no
ended my
longer
life,
matches
bro.
what's on their birth certificate,
for real?
their maiden name. Under
Yes.
this law, they would no longer be allowed to vote. Only their
What?
husband would be allowed to vote.
Hold on, I'm still
There
alive.
is
I'm still alive.
nothing in
We
the
still got
law
my shit on me.
currently.
Twin,
That
no
shit's
joke.
crazy.
They ended my life, bro. Like you can't talk about
Man, they
nothing,
got
bro.
banned or like it just ended.
Completely, like they say that it was restricted,
Oh
and they
my
ended it.
god.
You can't talk about nothing, bro. I'm gonna appeal. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, you got to, bro.
no, this was unreal, unclear. You feel me? Why did you end it? Give me a reason. What did
That
I do
shit's
wrong,
crazy.
bro? Like I can't even do this, bro. I can't even do this, bro. Like this shit is live violation. Let me see why they ended it. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna pull it up here. We come back to this. Let me check the activity right here because they tell me right now. Look,
All right, bro.
look. No, nigga, show me. It says you're live. Come chill with me and my twin. Stream ended. Disconnected because of a violation of misinformation.
Misinformation. Yo. It's.
No.
Let's fact check this shit, right? Let's fact check this shit.
Bro, what? They did that shit instantly. Twin. Hell nah, bro. Stay off of TikTok, gang. They ended my shit. Am I not gonna be able to go live again? Let me see, bro. Can I go live again? Let's see. If it's not, bro, I'm gonna just go live again. You
This is
can't
crazy
go
because
live.
I'm on it right now. This is a real bill, bro. I just looked up. This is a real bill passed on April 10th, 2025. So it's not even misinformation. This bill requires individuals to provide documentary proof of U.S. citizenship when registering to vote in federal elections.
Wait, so I can't go live until October 4th. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro.
Damn, you might have to start streaming on the YouTube. Gang, you might.
I'm
have
gonna
to
do that, bro. Like what? They
start
didn't
the
give me a
YouTube.
violation. It just ended my life, which is stupid because like that show that is completely controlled. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. For misinformation too, saying what you're putting on there was not true.
Which is crazy because we all know how that is.
Shit is true.
See if I can
though.
find a video.
Alright, but and while you do
But
that
what?
shit, let me. They're still updating about that David situation.
So my good sis J Doll says she wants to see the clip. She said, "Let me see the clip."
Let me see what
Nah,
it is.
twin, What?
What? Wait. Are you permanently just can't go live? What? Hold on, click on it.
It don't let me like go anymore. This is as far as it goes.
What?
Man, what,
How they already
bro?
do it? They approved. They are what? They did this shit so quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you violate? Like, I can't go until October like 4th. That's what it's telling me. I'm gonna send you a screenshot. I don't even know what I did, bro. I'm just like sharing information and shit, bro. Yeah, it's a good thing you were streaming this, bro. I'm putting that video out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta make a you gotta make a. Can you make a TikTok?
I'm gonna make a TikTok and a YouTube video about this, twin. For real. Did somebody report me, bro, or something, bro? Like, what did I do wrong? Misinformation, bro. Yeah, y'all got it, twin. I'm done, bro. I'm not streaming on this shit anymore. I can't, cause apparently I can't talk shit. I can't say shit. Can't say shit for nothing. And we'll see if I can find that video again. I know that shit's gonna hurt me even more as I get like even more famous. And this TikTok is kind of like trending right now. Like I'm not trending, but like it's like I'm building it. You feel me? I can always start a new one.
That's what I'm
Working
saying.
on this one right now.
Okay, I've been thinking we should probably start putting the start pushing the Discord server soon.
They're coming after.
And get like
Yeah, we can start working.
Get TikTok followers to join this shit so we can like start building a community.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm probably gonna start. I'm gonna start putting put the Discord server in like our TikTok bios or stuff, shit like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start adding it right now. This all. Did you finish? Did we finish setting it up and everything or not?
I mean, what else do we really need? I mean, we can always work on it more, cause I don't think it's completely done. But like it, I mean, it's all right now.
Alright, so you trying to hear
We
this
probably
now?
can add some more stuff, cause like put some like politic chat or something.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Nitro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some Nitro in there. Don't worry, I'll
We're
work
gonna always
on it.
work on it. Yeah, we're gonna always work on it. But I think it looks all right. It looks good, decent enough. Where you can start promoting it. You see my shit, right? This is like nice.
That shit, it's nice. It's nice. I'm not gonna lie. Since they trying to suppress it so bad, bro, like I'm gonna just take all my fucking effort to spreading the truth now, bro. Fuck these niggas, bro. I'll take my shit to another platform. Anyway, look at this though.
That's what I'm saying.
Women's suffrage, women's right to vote. You heard me. There is a bill that has already passed the House of Representatives called the SAVE Act that within it restricts married women's ability to vote. How is that possible? Well, as part of the law, it requires that the name on your voter ID that you show when you go to the polls match that on your birth certificate. Now, when women get married in this country, the majority of them change their last name to that of their husbands. Their ID no longer matches what's on their birth certificate, their maiden name. Under this law, they would no longer be allowed to vote. Only their husband would be allowed to vote. There is nothing in the law currently that has any provision for name changes for marriage. And this honestly is straight out of Project 2025, where they want the man or the head of the household to have the one vote for the entire family. So this is the first step in attacking a woman's right to vote. As for taking away all of our voting rights, that can only be done via a constitutional amendment. The 19th Amendment gave us the right to vote, and the only way to permanently undo that would be another constitutional amendment. But what Congress is trying to do is make it as difficult as possible for as many women as possible to vote. So call your representatives, and importantly, call your senators, because it has already passed.
All right, twin. All right, this is gonna break away to another segment where I was kind of talking, because we might as well call this bitch a podcast, because we're talking about everything. Even in this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, the next segment I was gonna get onto is, do you think like are these MAGA dudes smart? Like, are you smart? You think taking away the rights of your wife or your women around in society in general, you think that's gonna give you more power?
Bro.
Like, let me explain it why. Let me explain it. It's not gonna give you more power. What happens when women start getting fed up of this shit. Like, you feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
your wife at your house, like your daughter, your the girl that you're sexually trying to chase. You feel me? What happens when they get fed up of this shit? People thought they were like, cause these dudes think they will have power until women start actually doing what they used to do back in the day. Sure, they don't talk about it much, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Things like poisoning, killing their husbands, and multiple way of where they done like soft protests. You feel me? There's women out here that used to end their whole family life just because they wanted rights.
I'm saying,
Like, they thought that people made this constitution to give like women rights just because, oh, we felt sorry for the women. No, it's not because we felt sorry for them. It's because it became a threat to most men. Because these women not having these rights just make them angry, make them want to do bashful stuff to us, bro. Like, you feel me? Now, when they start doing stuff like this, you're not taking the power out of women. You're actually not empowering them, but you're making them angry at you, which can result into other things that we do not want to bring back, bro. You should be happy that you're better off being an incel than being with a woman that is planning to kill you, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And this just like this law coming out, whatever, it just shows that these dudes are just stupid. Like, bro, like, how does that benefit you in any way, bro? Like, tell me how that benefits you. Tell me how that benefits you, like, playing out. It doesn't.
But it really doesn't. And honestly, the only people that are really getting any like sort of benefit are the people in like higher up positions, like in the government. Those are the only people who are really getting power. The people that are like your common working class MAGA dude who's just playing on this side because he thinks it's a sport team and he wants his team to win. This does nothing but negatively affect his life. Because now that this is getting pushed, no woman wants to be with a dude who's trying to take away their rights. Like,
true.
He is
That's one
literally
too.
going to what will happen is he's going to have women who don't want to be with him. He's going to go down the incel route and where he just starts blaming women for not wanting to be with him because of his misogyny, which is only going to further make him even more misogynistic. Right? And that's all that's going to happen. That's all that's going to happen. Right?
Or you might have a pretty miserable wife.
A very miserable wife that's going to cheat on the dude. Like,
you know, she doesn't even have to cheat. You forget, like, back in the day, like when our granny used to tell her they had like 4 different like ex-husbands and all of that. You know why that was really common? Because back in the day, women, they didn't really divorce their husbands, but they somehow magically end up dead.
Mm-hmm. It's just dumb. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just
I don't
it's
know.
just
Like, in a
idiotic.
society where we think that why do men, like, why do people on that side of the political system think that they must rule over and dominate women? Why do they think that?
Because
That's what they lose.
They just want power, bruh. They're power hungry.
The thing is, like, what they fail to realize is that women give us the opportunity to have that power. We don't just manipulate them and control them and take that power out of them. They let us have that power. And I feel like when men start to get, like, certain men start to get that, like, hey, these women is actually stepping back and giving us the role to lead as a man in the family, that's when you understand that this shit is not as simple as it makes it play out.
I feel you.
Yeah. But one thing I would say, bro, is this is pretty stupid. Like, this is just the type of brain numb thing that men see and they're like, yeah, like that type of men. They see and they're like, yeah, that's right. She don't need to vote. And it's like, bro, are you stupid? You realize what is gonna happen. You realize what type of dynamic you're playing out right now. You realize what's gonna happen now. There's less of an incentive to marry. Why would a woman want to marry you if she can't get the vote? Why would she want to do that? That's gonna end up hurting us even more in the long run now. Cause bro, like I don't get shit like this, bro. Now we're gonna have more broken families. Cause a relationship outside of marriage is unstable. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Just say it. It's unstable now. Now that you get your rights taken away to marrying a man, like, why would you even want to do that? Why would you even want to do that, bro? Now imagine that's your daughter, bro. Your family member, your sister or something, bro. Now this man, as long as she marries him, gets complete control over her, what she can and what she cannot say. Imagine that, bro.
Yeah.
I just can't like see how this could be something good. I just can't. And I'm not even like a feminist or anything like that, bro. Like I'm probably the like one of the most masculine dudes you can run into.
I mean,
just
I think
understand
you are
my
a feminist. I mean, feminist is just essentially just wanting women to be like equal, like,
I just want women to be on equal standing.
or at least feminist is like just kind of combating oppression against women. I think everyone should be a feminist. Really, like it. There's nothing wrong with endorsing feminism. There's nothing wrong with even endorsing like being feminine.
I endorse it, bro, because I've actually seen like the type of struggle that a single mom has to go through, the type of things that women go through on a daily basis, and they can't speak up about it, bro. You feel me? Like I've seen it in person, and I got a lot of homegirls. You see me? I got a lot of girls around me that I care about. You feel me? And I would hate to see their rights being taken away from them. That's all, bro. I'm just a compassionate person. It just takes a bigger man to be compassionate towards the other sex or somebody outside of your race or somebody outside of your religion. That's all it takes. Just being a compassionate person, bro, and having empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Like ruling back every single time our rights are being fucking taken away from us, bro. We can't even speak on matters we want to, and like we literally have so much power from another country has so much power within our country that it's complete. It's censoring it, like it's censoring us. Like you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Have the Republican Party done anything to make our lives better in any way or any form? I feel like every single bill they pass is just so aggressive, so backwards, so hurtful. Like there hasn't been anything that come out of this like administration that I could honestly be like, oh yeah, finally we get something good. It's just been terrible, or more terrible. Like we can't get the Epstein files. We got this fucking SAVE Act getting fucking passed in the House to restrict rights to vote, women's rights to vote, more specifically as well. Like, we're just not getting anything good at all out of this administration. And it's so obviously a bad administration. And people just want to be so, they want to die on this hill that they have more like alliance to their political party than they do for like themselves. Like they will sit here and shoot themselves in the foot just so they can fucking align with this political agenda that literally doesn't even make their lives better in any way. It makes it worse, in fact. Right? It just keeps making it worse. But instead of just admitting that they were wrong, admitting their faults, doing some accountability or self-reflection, they just want to keep denying the obvious truth just so they can fucking say that their team is winning or their fucking Republican Party is winning.
I can hop on my phone on the internet, right? And just talk about something I see and get completely shut down without even no explanation and completely like my right to speak up online just completely violated just because they think it's misinformation. Where's the due process for me? You feel me, bro? With that. And I'm starting to see this shit. Like there's rules for D, but not for we.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is going on? Like, this shit's crazy. We's able to see this biggest grifter dude die after spewing hateful rhetoric for years. And the whole nation has to give this fucking man a moment of silence. What if I choose not to give him a moment of silence? Oh, I'm evil? Oh, like this whole dynamic, this whole shit is making me pissed, bro. Like I can't do it, bro. I'm working my ass off day in, day out. My money's going nowhere. Things are getting expensive every fucking day, bro. Every fucking day.
Hella expensive.
Bro, it's so bad, bro. Like, I have to help my mom out with getting shit for the kids, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
But this shit is crazy, bro. And within this, people are doing small protest ways, like this. I'll show you another video because this is another segment I want to talk about. That a small movement on TikTok that people have started doing. I just want to apply to it so people are more aware. And I'll tell you what's happening, the backlash of this movement.
He's one of the characters in the Commando Creatures, or Creature Commandos, which is on HBO Max. It's the first, the first DCU James Gunn thing, and it's brilliant. Oh mate, he's one of the characters in the Commando Creatures, or Creature Commandos, which is on HBO Max. It's the first, the first DCU James Gunn thing, and it's brilliant. I haven't finished it yet, but what I've seen, thumbs up. But yeah, go watch it. It's like a 7-8 episode cartoon. Same actors that are playing the voice actors will be playing these same characters on screen in live action as well. But G.I. Robot, he's the bee's knees. So yeah, you should go watch it.
All right, he didn't really explain it.
I know what G.I. I've seen this a little bit of the show. He's basically like a anti-fascist robot who like hates Nazis. And
Yeah.
will kill Nazis.
And look at the backlash. Look at the backlash. Let me see if I can find something. But there's people on here saying that this character is flawed, right? And this character, all he does is the text Nazis and get rid of them. That's all he does, right? And they're saying he's a flawed person because the robot can label anybody as a Nazi, and like it's a robot. You feel me? The main purpose of the dude's like program is to detect people who does fascist things and label them as Nazi and eliminate them. You feel me? That's his whole coding.
Yep.
Give me a sec. My dad's calling me.
You good. Let me go ahead and get on the Twitter. Let me see this way. Such a good song, man. Can't believe I made it this far. Such a good song.
Yeah, and like the main thing of like G.I. Robot is basically like within this program is to detect like fascist like activities and eliminate it at its core, whether that be the person or the thing that is causing it. And people are saying this character is flawed because like he's saying that anybody can be like the robot can label anybody as a fascist, but and truly the robot doesn't label anybody as a fascist. He labels you as a fascist based on your action. And people are having a problem with that. And I'm like, don't do fascist things.
Facts. Genuinely, like if he sees it as, you know how like crazy you gotta do something for it to be seen as fascist. You really gotta be doing some fascist level shit.
Is it that hard for people not to do fascist things?
I think it would be harder to do fascist things to not do fascist things.
Literally my point. So I don't get it. And it's like, it's stupid because like, how can you take such an innocent character and label him as evil just because they don't align with your political views?
It's because they agree with fascists. That was really what it comes down to. They see themselves or see like themselves in as a Nazi, like at least what they believe in. So they don't like seeing when someone points it out. It's like, it's the same thing with racism. People don't like specifically white people do not like when racism is pointed out to them niggas. They hate it. They hate it. They hate it so much they call it racism if you call out the racism. Okay, whoa, what the fuck is this on my Twitter, bro? My timeline is fucked.
Wait,
my
let's see if you
timeline
agree
is
with
fucked.
West One Piece, right? Let's see if you agree with this.
He is. I mean, he literally is. I mean, Luffy is a terrorist. He is. He is. I mean, he literally is. I mean, he's fighting. I hate that you're kind of.
Hassan was banned from coming back to the Trash Taste podcast after that episode because their audience was so up in arms that he would dare to bring the political allegory that is One Piece to the forefront in those conversations. As someone who's been making videos for a short amount of time, it's actually easy to just talk about the different aspects of Nen in Hunter x Hunter. It's easy to talk about the different devil fruits. It's easy for me to respond to comments where people need me to clarify a fight between Hisoka and Crollo. What's hard is to go against the people that side with oppression or the people that are complacent to it, and they don't want you to bring it up. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to take these kinds of stances. As far as I can tell, that is the Trash Taste podcast listenership. They would like to bury their head in the sand of happy-go-lucky rubber boy punching big dragon dude. They don't want to see that Kaido is a capitalist overthrow and a totalitarian regime that owns an entire island and is subjugating its people. They don't.
What's your thoughts on that?
Bro, 100% agree. Like, this is a good point because I did want to talk about this shit too, bro. One Piece is definitely 100% political. Like, and if you don't think so, then you're literally like we're not watching the same shows. We're not watching the same TV shows. One Piece literally has racism. Like, when you look at the fishmen, those are literally black people. Like, when I watched One Piece, I literally was like, oh yeah, these are just black people.
That's bro. I was gonna get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Of the sun too, bro, because like it represent like what my people has been through. And then one of my friend talked me out of it. He's like, don't do that, bro. You're literally labeling me. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like,
yeah, I'll do it. That shit hard.
Bro, but what I'm saying, like, yeah. If you look at the fishmen, they've been forced into slavery just because they're a little bit different and they're a lot more better at things that people are not better at. They've been forced into slavery for stuff. And they're kind of looked as the evil of the world, while they're the closest people to like that is trying to free people from oppression. They're the closest people to try to free people from oppression because they were the most oppressed group. Them with the other aspects and groups in One Piece, like the Lunarians and the what race is Kuma part of again? I don't want to spoil it. The Buccaneers and you feel me? Like they're all oppressed people. And One Piece explores that pretty well because One Piece is literally the fight against fascism. The fascism being the celestial dragon. These people have I can't even pronounce the word.
They have authoritarianism or totalitarianism.
Authoritarianism against like the whole world, and they view themselves as gods compared to everybody else, much like white supremacy. You feel me? And other teachings like Nazi Germany, when they embraced that and they think they were higher. They literally labeled Jews as worms, and I don't know if you see those old like drawings of Jews.
But I know history. Jews were persecuted all throughout like history.
Yeah. So, give me a sec.
That's what I'm saying. And like the fact that they were like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I used to watch Trash Taste. I used to be a fan of Trash Taste. Of that whole Giguk and the Anime Man. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of them. And I mean, I don't watch them now or anymore like I used to, but like this is very telling that these niggas just have no idea. Like they don't have no clue, bro. Like the fact that they're like they don't even realize that it's political and they're laughing at it. And this is like the most basic take. I mean, like I feel like people don't realize that almost everything in our life is inherently political, because that is what civilization is. That's what it was built on. It was built on policies.
You look at Dragon Ball too. You look at Dragon Ball, like the Saiyans were basically slave for their powers and too strong, and this one outer group of race didn't want them to be that strong. So what did? They
You
slaved
slaved
them
them.
and destroyed their planet. You feel me? It is like I don't think like it's just out of nowhere. There's something that plays into that and makes it what it is. And I feel like the artists know that when they're writing too. So it's 100%.
Because what these people do is they like to use anime and all these cartoons as a way to escape from reality or escape from the reality. And they think because it's an escape from reality that it has no like impact from reality. But this is political, bro. One Piece is political. It's one of the most political animes out there. Like same with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is very political, extremely
That's
political. And like you can't sit here and just be like, oh well, like there's nothing political in One Piece. Are you just watching with your eyes closed? Especially because I think the anime man or Joey made like a video where he was talking about like anime tourist, or like the anime tourist thing. And it's so like it's so crazy that you're using the term anime tourist, but then you sit here and say that like One Piece isn't political when you're fucking talking about the anime like ecosystem in like a political way. That anime tourists are ruining the anime community.
This too. If you're watching these anime, like most of these main characters believe go against the idea of some of these people who support anime. Like you can't be manga and say you support Luffy's belief, because then if Luffy was in this world and that's the type of belief you were spewing, he would totally be against you.
He would literally knock the fuck. He would beat your ass, bro. Luffy would beat your ass, bro. Like, while these people were like manga and watch One Piece, bro, Luffy would literally beat your ass, bro. Like
Luffy is
like Goku would literally like piece you up for less
and
than
Luffy
that.
is
bro.
a terrorist. Like
Luffy is a terrorist.
Like, bro is
Head in the
literally
sand of
he literally destroyed the flag of the world government and declared war on the world government.
That's a terrorist act. Yeah.
That he's literally he is an actual terrorist. And the fact that like Giga was like, well, I hate that you're technically right. He's not technically right. He is right. Like it is not even a technical aspect of being right. It's literally what happened in the anime.
That's the whole concept of the show. Oppressing people and freeing people.
He's literally a pirate. Like what are we talking about? A fucking pirate, bro.
Yeah, what do you think pirates do? Like, sure, pirate. That's the thing. Like, the show shows you that. That's because you're a pirate, not because you're a pirate or you're a minority group or you're something that means you're bad. Like, we thought fishmen were bad until we get to learn like more about them. We thought buccaneers were bad until we get to learn more about them. We thought Joy Boy was bad until we get to learn more about it. We thought Goldie Rogers was bad until we get to see his side of the story. You feel me? One Piece is just trying to show us empathy. It's trying to show us that, hey, look, people get caught in bad situations, happen. Look at Don Flamingo's story. Look at you feel me? And you would think he's a bad guy, but when you look back to his thing, you're like, okay, maybe he does have a plan on what he's doing.
Look at the perfect example, Nico Robin. Prime example. When we first meet Nico Robin, she literally was out trying to kill Luffy. Next arc, she's literally in the team. Like she's literally in the crew.
And what does this show? This shows that you gotta have empathy for other people, bro. Like you gotta know the whole story. This One Piece signifies like complete wokeness, bro. What do you think One Piece signifies? Like it wokeness. That's what it signifies. Being woke, being aware of your surrounding, being aware of what's happening in the world. Because there will be brainwash, there will be propaganda, there will be things to blind you from the truth. But once you get in the mix of things and you actually take time to learn history and all of that, you can see why you think there's a void century in One Piece.
Exactly.
Why do you think it's a void century? It's because of those same fascist belief of them trying to erase the history, much like them trying to erase this slavery from America, much like them trying to erase what happened. Like, you feel me? They have a void century because they're trying to make people forget. So they can control them with the narrative of whatever they want to spew. So One Piece is completely political. I'm able to see that. I was able to see that from 8 years old as a kid. I'm like, okay, pirates are bad. So why are they making pirates so good? young me
Mm-hmm.
to portray that. He's the main character a pirate.
That's
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying.
And I grew up around the sea. I grew up around where there's a lot of piracy. I'm from the islands, bro. You
Exactly.
feel me? So I was like, from my thoughts is like pirates are always bad. I grew up watching Pirates of the Caribbean. Like pirates are always bad. Why did they make pirates good in this show? And young me was able to be, oh, there's the other side of the story. Much why I would say why I'm the person I am, because I am today is because of One Piece. Because I watch One Piece and it's pretty much damn near my whole childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And what that One Piece have taught me is empathy. Empathy for people. Not all bad guys are just bad. Sometimes you just gotta know the other side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Much like me, bro. Like when I was in school, like I used to be seen as like dirt shit, nothing, bro. You feel me? Like just
Mm-hmm.
a street dude. It has no value. Teachers used to call me problematic. Teachers used to say I'm causing trouble just because I was getting bullied and shit, and racist things were being spewed at me, and of course I retaliated. But every time I retaliate, they paint me as the victim. You feel me? So much like them, like I understand, like I was an outcast too, bro. Much like other people, I didn't fit in around kids around my age. You feel me? They thought I was YN. You feel me? And all of that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it is political. But I'll let the video play on, bro.
Happy-go-lucky rubber boy punching big dragon dude. They don't want to see that Kaido is a capitalist overthrow and a totalitarian regime that owns an entire island and is subjugating its people. They don't want to see these kinds of things because then it reflects reality back at them, and they want to escape from reality. They'd rather not pick a side. They'd rather
Hey, I
not
caught that shit.
advocate for people that need it. They would rather run away. And when you refuse to advocate for the people who need it the most, don't be alarmed when you are counted on the list with the oppressor by the oppressor.
Oh my god. This is my whole point. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
This is my whole point. Like, you feel me? Like the poor people of MAGA, like the people who are on MAGA, and they're like, you're not a rich elite, bro. What are you doing? You realize when they get rid of us, you're next, right?
That's
Like
exactly what's gonna happen.
I don't get this, bro. They make us fight, make you eliminate us, so they have less enemies, so they can now get to you, bro. I don't get this, bro. I don't get this.
It is not only the people that are against oppression who will count you as against them. It is the people who are doing the oppression will count on the fact you will not speak up. Your audience will also desert you. I don't know if Lollyman over here, the anime man, ever realized that he probably had a pretty diverse audience. Especially when times are easier and it's much easier to engage with anime content that has nothing to say besides recapping a story for you, it's easy to grow an audience by just being able to elaborate and orate different types of texts without engaging what they actually mean. I mean, look, he's grown to 3.34 million subscribers. That's a ton. I'm at 30,000 followers on TikTok, and it's a lot easier to gain followers on TikTok. But if you look a little bit deeper under the hood, he's not even getting 10% audience penetration on his YouTube videos. Why do you think he's making a lot more TikToks now? And I don't think he's going to find better success here. There are plenty of people on TikTok who do an amazing job of orating and dissecting stories with a fraction of the ability to edit or have a budget behind their videos that he probably does. It is easy as a content creator to just sit by, not address anything in reality, do not make the allegories that the audience is supposed to receive from the author, diminish the author's works by refusing to believe that they've even done a conscious effort to create these allegories. But don't be surprised when your audience is filled with people who have hate in their heart for those who are oppressed, when they advocate for the elimination of those who are oppressed.
But you know what's crazy? In the near future, we're gonna come back and look at these videos, these shit that we put out on the internet, whether it blows up or not, and we're gonna say, we at least try to warn you niggas, because There ain't no stopping this.
Look, man,
There ain't no.
I'm gonna come back and look at these videos, and the only thing that I'm gonna see is that I was on the right side of history. That's what I'm gonna say. I was on the right side of history, bro. I was on the correct side of history, bro. Because I'm gonna come back in these videos, I'm like, damn, I was right about that. I was right about that. I was right about that. I'm like, damn, was I wrong about anything at this point? Like, yeah, I'm trying to find
Are
one
they
single
just
point
not
where they're
seeing
wrong.
it?
Like,
Are they just not seeing it? Are they blind to the fact?
they are just blind to reality, bro. And it's like, I think the biggest issue is that when a lot of people, when it was like when they were getting educated in school, they listened to the history that was being taught in school, but they didn't do no like research
But I think
on their own.
the difference between me and you, why we different from so many people, we question shit.
Oh, exactly. And it's also because like, bro,
We don't.
we like grew up being oppressed, so we know.
Pretty much.
We know, like we can see, we experience. Like most of these other people, these white mangas ain't never experienced this shit, so they can't even conceptualize it. Really, like to them, it's some foreign concept. For us, it's our reality. You feel me? And that's
Bro,
like the biggest difference.
I'm gonna talk about something too that pretty much made it very difficult for me in school. I have ADHD and I'm black, and I've never really taken any medication for it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So like growing up, teachers will always think that I'm just like a troubled child, whatever. And truly, bro, I was just masking just to fit in. You feel me? I never really get to be myself. I never really get to act out like most white kids do. You feel me? They act out as like, oh, he's on the spectrum. I act out. I'm violent. I'm a problem child. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I basically had to mask my whole life. Not really show my true energy, not really show what I'm actually capable of. Just calm down and try to fit in with the rest of the kids. That's what my mom used to tell me. She used to just be like, I know you want to get up and do all of this. You want to be excited. You want to go and have fun, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Look, don't cause trouble for me. Just act like the normal kids. That's what my mom used to tell me. And
Mm-hmm.
growing up as a kid, bro, that made it very difficult for me to form friends. That made it very difficult for me to connect with people and all of that. Because that's why I plummeted so hard into anime and like things like that, because that was my escape from the masking. That's like when I see Luffy sock a nigga, bro, I could get excited in my little own space and enjoy what I can enjoy. You feel me? And I was cool with that until I've actually run into friends and stuff like that, bro, and getting to see like they don't live the same life as me. You feel me? That's the biggest
Facts.
thing. I understand that. Like I understand that everybody's gonna like come from the same type of struggle I did, the same type of experience that I had. And I understand that, but like I'm able to see things that people are not able to see. And it's becoming more like prevalent to me and more like I'm like, yo, bro, you can't see what's going on, bro. Like, look around you. I don't know, bro. Like people are just not on the same page as me, bro. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, anime is definitely political. I don't, to be honest, I don't even know an anime that is not that political.
Exactly. And all the best ones are, to be honest. Like every single political anime is like up there.
Pretty much, bro.
You look at something like Code Geass, perfect example. The best
Political.
anime, political. Same with Attack on Titan. Same with Naruto. Same with Bleach. All of those things, like they have those aspects. And it's what makes them good. To be honest, you wouldn't want something that's just like, I wouldn't know how you would make an anime non-political unless it's like a slice of life, and really no one even be watching those. Respectfully, I mean, I probably people be watching, but shit, I'm not.
I like my slice of life. I'll watch them still.
Depends on what if it's a slice of life, like an isekai slice of life, I'm watching that shit. I'll watch that shit. Just because I do love my isekais, man. just because I do.
I ran out of shit through 'em. I love my Isekais though. I'm not gonna lie. Really love my Isekais.
Let me see.
The
Let
other
me
thing,
check the live chart. See what anime even out.
man, yeah, look.
Mhm.
I got the video of it, bro. I've been searching for this hoe. Here, you want to see it or no?
What is it?
It's the UN speech, bro.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Entire term so far yesterday. I didn't really think the bar could get any lower until I woke up and saw Trump was speaking in front of the UN. And I knew that he was going to take the opportunity to do what he always does, and that is embarrass our entire country in front of the world. And he lived up to that. Donald Trump not only couldn't read most of the time, was melting down, but after he was laughed at, decided to attack world leaders. It was a disaster speech that we are going to get into. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video. And if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button, because it goes a long way in supporting our work. Now, before we get into the moments in which Trump was laughed at and then started yelling at and attacking world leaders, I want to start with where he began whining about how he didn't get to build the UN building.
Many years ago, a very successful real estate developer in New York, known as Donald J. Trump, I bid on the renovation and rebuilding of this very United Nations complex. I remember it so well. I said at the time that I would do it for $500 million, rebuilding everything. It would be beautiful. I used to talk about, I'm going to give you marble floors. They're going to give you terrazzo. I'm going to give you the best of everything. You're going to have mahogany walls. They're going to give you plastic. But they decided to go in another direction, which was much more expensive at the time, and which actually produced a far inferior product. And I realized that they did not know what they were doing when it came to construction, and that their building concepts were so wrong.
Are we
He's at the UN, right? And they're currently discussing what they should do about Israel going on a rampage and attacking people left and right. Just to note, the world isn't talking about this, but Italy, France, and England, people are going crazy in the street. Like, the whole countries are shutting down with protests because people are tired of what Israel is doing to Palestine. Like, they're not talking about these news. You're not gonna hear this shit. Like, this is why it's so damaging for us as Americans, because if we don't get to know what's going on with the rest of the world, we're not gonna know what's happening to us until it's at our front door. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And what's basically going on is, like, the UN is, like, their citizens are uprising, they're protesting all that. So they had to hold this meeting basically to talk about what they're gonna do about Israel. They've violated the ceasefire, you feel me? And they're attacking, like, resources and stuff, like ships that are going in there and blocking, and they still have the blockade up, basically pinching the country off.
Mm-hmm.
And in a where they summon him here is basically to talk about Israel. All right, talk about, like, okay, America, what are you gonna do about this? The rest of the world is against it. Like, what's your thoughts on it? You're still gonna support them? You feel me? Bro comes on here to talk about marble floors that he could have built. Messes up his speech countless times. Got all the world leaders laughing at him. You feel me? Then he has a meltdown. Basically has a meltdown on where the UN people, just like nations people, just started laughing at him. And he kept getting mad, and then, like, yeah, they just kept laughing at him and all of that.
Yeah, he's a clown, bro.
Completely gloss over the fact of, like, what Israel is doing. Says nothing about it.
Yeah, bro. Our country's a joke. Our country's a complete joke. Yeah.
Like, bro, like, you know how many nations are in the UN, bro? We just proved to, like, the whole world that we're not taking anything serious. We're just
a joke of a country right now. This shit is insane.
Like, I'm a proud American, bro. You feel me? I love America.
Mm-hmm.
But
same.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
I do not like this administration.
They said Biden was sleepy. At least he didn't make a fool of himself,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying, bro. There was like nothing, like it was so peaceful, the Biden administration, like so peaceful that
Was
I didn't even have to worry about politics, bro. Didn't even have to
It was
worry
so
about it, bro.
compared to this. The only thing I had to worry about is being canceled about saying some crazy stuff, but like I was not gonna say crazy stuff like that from the very get-go because
That's what
I
I'm
realized
saying.
it could be hurtful. These dudes turned this thing of canceling people who say hurtful stuff to marginalized group
And the
to
crazy
an
thing about
actual
the it wasn't even technically cancel culture because all it was really was just people not wanting to like follow you or listen to you, but like you could still say what you wanted to say. You just wouldn't have like an audience. Now, shit, you can't even say what you want to say without getting banned on a live. Bro just got
You see?
banned. Bro's live got banned midstream, bro. Like, bro got banned mid. That is actual. Bro actually got canceled. Actually got canceled, bro.
Actual truth information. I can't even go back until the 4th of October.
It's insane, bro. But
That's a week ban, bro.
think we're gonna wrap it up. Think we'll wrap up the stream.
They banned me for a week, bro.
That
Lord.
shit's crazy.
Alright, so they got it.
Yeah, but hey, I'll probably start up another stream. Low key, I might stream Wednesday if I have time. If I have time, I'll stream Wednesday.